Balls and 2 strikes is the count. With 2 down here in the inning, this one is popped up as well. This one goes out into the outfield. Tabanera will call everybody off, and the second inning is over before it started. It goes 1, 2, 3. We'll be right back here in just a moment. Don't go. Mules are coming back, and the Mules currently, they lead it here by a score of 3-0. We're coming right back. You're watching live Mules coverage on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Looking for power, performance, or pure fun? You'll find it at Wolf Creek Power Sports. From rugged Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides to Toro mowers built to tackle any yard, Wolf Creek has you covered. And we service what we sell. And the best part? You don't have to take our word for it. Come in for a test drive and experience the quality of Can-Am and Toro for yourself. Wolf Creek Power Sports. Poplar Bluff.
Big Whiskey's isn't just another steakhouse. It's an American restaurant for the family. It's a place to celebrate wins and eat wings. A place to talk about accomplishments and share appetizers. A place where the whole family can find something they like. From burgers and tacos to salads and seafood or wings, wraps, and tenders. Good days, bad days, or big days. Big Whiskey is there for you. Big Whiskey's on Oak Grove Road in Poplar Bluff.
All right, so we are back now as we are in the bottom of the second inning. The Mules right now lead it by a score of 3-0. Coming up now for the Mules, it'll be Seagraves, Caudell, and then Shock. 8, 9, and 1 all due up here for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Seagraves as he steps in the batter's box. Let's see what the Mules can do with nobody on. Takes the first pitch right down the middle. It is no balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count. No balls and 1 strike. This one is a little bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. So 1-1 the count. Here is the pitch inside for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. So Seagraves coming in batting .300. The last time he faced the Tigers, he went yard. He's got 8 RBIs on the season. Foul tips this one. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Here in the top of inning number, or make that bottom of the second inning. Mules currently with a 3-run lead. Here is the upcoming pitch on the way. Here it is. Swing and a miss. First out of the inning. Got him chasing, and there it is. A big punch out. And now Gavin Caudell coming up to the plate. Caudell, the first baseman, coming up. He is batting .250 on the season. Here is the first pitch coming. And I don't believe he was able to hold off, or did he? Yes, he did. It is a 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count here in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss, and now the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Our ball game is presented by Ozark Total Healthcare, Kent Carlton Shelter Insurance, Baldwin Chevrolet, Maverick Glass, and Big Whiskey's. Another swing and a miss. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. So Chenoweth, he's already given up 3 runs in the game, and this one misses inside. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Chenoweth in his second inning, it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he foul tips this one right into the glove. 2 up and 2 down on the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. And now coming up to the plate, it is Clayton Shock. Shock now as he steps in. He is 1 for 1 on the day. He has singled and scored. And this one misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count coming up for the Tigers in the next inning. It's 9-1-2. Mules get 3 runs in the first inning. Shock now is ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 of the count, nobody on the base paths for the Mules. Chenoweth shanking off Poole for the first sign. Here is the 2-0 outside for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Tabanero was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. He is on deck. It is 3 balls and no strikes. Chenoweth now comes set. Here is the pitch. And there's a strike on the outside, a part of the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count. Big district game right now in Poplar Bluff. And this one is called a strike as well. Now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Clayton Shock. Here is the pitch. Inside and lost him on ball 4. So Shock now with his 10th walk of the season. Or make that 19th walk of the season. Tabanera coming up to the plate now. Tabanera has been hit by a pitch 5 times here this season. Runner on first base now with 2 down. Let's see what the Mules are able to do with Tabanera. Shock has a pretty good lead over there at first base. Here is the pitch. Oh, it's going to hit him again. It hit him again. The second time in this ball game that it got Tabanera. So now runners on first and second base. So now McNew, or make that Connor Poole rather, is going to walk out and talk to his pitcher. Tabanera is going to head down to first base, and they were checking on his hand. It looks like he is okay. Got him right on the hands, just inside the hands there. And now Dobbs coming in, an RBI base hit back in the first inning. Once again, the Mules are threatening with 2 down. Dobbs is batting .314. He has already come through with runners in scoring position here in this ball game. Let's do it again. What do you say, Mr. Dobbs? Shock leads away from second base. There's a ground ball. This one is cut off by the shortstop, and the side is retired. It is a force out, and the Mules now unable to get anything out of it. Mules now, or I should say the Tigers, are coming to the plate. It'll be 9-1-2. That is all due up here in the top of inning number 3. Mules lead by 3 runs on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
At Air Solutions, your home's comfort matters. And for many years, Air Solutions has been the area's trusted local name for heating and cooling. Their unmatched expertise keep your home running perfectly and comfortably year-round. Whether that's keeping you cool in summer, warm in winter, or the lights on during a power outage, Air Solutions' skilled professionals are ready to serve you. And they always respect your time and hard-earned money. For reliable and honest service, trust Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff, 573-840-0844.
Pizza Inn wants to know, what's your favorite slice? Is it our classic Supreme and all its warm, cheesy goodness? Or maybe it's the Meaty Max with its perfect combination of flavors and textures. And don't forget the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie dessert pizza, a mouth-watering masterpiece. Your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn serves up all your favorites, so no matter what slice you crave, Pizza Inn will satisfy. Pizza Inn, where family and flavor meet.
Well, we are in the top now of inning at number 3. The Mules currently with a 3-0 lead. Welcome alongside. We apologize for the video interruptions that we have had so far today. Technology at its best. That's all we can say. I'm just saying. We apologize for any kind of interruption that we have had, but the good news is I believe that we are hopefully got it all fixed now, so hopefully we're going to have no more issues here in this ball game. That is the plan anyway. Coming up to the plate now, it is Evan Hall now coming up to the plate. Evan Hall now as he comes up to the plate. Hall digs in. He is batting .242 on the season. He'll take ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count as Hall one ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. This one is out toward right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. That one, nothing that Huffman can do on that one. It is a base hit to the opposite field. 1 on and nobody down here in the inning. It is a leadoff base hit for Evan Hall. This one is popped up. This one to deep left field. It is carrying, and Seagraves goes back and makes the catch. Boy, what a great job there by Seagraves on the first pitch, and he had to be on his horse, and he was. 1 down here in the inning with a runner on first base. Boy, Bowers just missing a 2-run homer. 1 down here in the inning. Back over to first base is not in time. It is a 3-0 game. Campbell now gets a good look at the runner at first base. Back over to first base is not in time. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is in there for a called strike. Good pitch by Campbell. It is no balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch coming. Oh, back over to first base is not in time. No balls and 1 strike. 1 down here in the inning. Here is the pitch coming by Campbell. Just misses up high for a ball. The count is even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count here in the 3rd inning. This one is popped up and out of play behind us. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here are those semis on the highway. Back over to first base is not in time. This one misses for a ball. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, it just misses, and now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, that one just missed, not by much.
Hang in there. Good approach here, Ted.
It did not miss by much.
Keep us going here.
Here is the payoff pitch on the way. Here they go. This one has popped up. This one once again. This one could be trouble as Bell is going to make the catch. Boy, what a good job there by Bell. 2 down here in the inning. Woo. That one went a long way on the payoff pitch, and Bell was able to track it down with little ease.
Hey, 2 down.
It goes F8 on the out. Jathan Spain coming up to the plate now. He is 1 for 1 in the ball game with a base hit. 2 away, back over to first base is not in time. Mules trying to get Hall napping over there. Downstairs for a ball. So Shirley Eddy is tuning in, as is Daniel Wells, and Shane Hanley is all tuning in here this afternoon to watch some Mules and Cape Central baseball. This one fouled away. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. 2 down in the inning. Coming up in the bottom of the inning for the Mules, it'll be Huffman 4, 5, and 6. Huffman to lead things off. Here is the pitch on the way by Campbell. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here we go. Campbell just misses outside for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count. Awaiting on deck is Christian McNew. Campbell comes set. Just misses again. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 the count. 2 away. Pitch number 52 coming up for Brock. Good crowd here on both sides. This feels like playoff baseball, a swing and a miss. Watch this pitch. You betcha. And now the runners will take off. Hall to take off from first base. It is a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Campbell is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Here is the pitch on the way by Campbell. Back over to first base, not in time, just got back. So Hall was able to slide right back in. Payoff pitch on the way. Runner takes off, and this one has popped up out to center field, and Bell makes it look routine, and the side is retired as the Tigers end up stranding a runner on first base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Huffman, Bell, and Tanchavez when we come back. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Pizza Inn wants to know, what's your favorite slice? Is it our classic Supreme and all its warm, cheesy goodness? Or maybe it's the Meaty Max with its perfect combination of flavors and textures. And don't forget the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie dessert pizza, a mouth-watering masterpiece. Your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn serves up all your favorites, so no matter what slice you crave, Pizza Inn will satisfy. Pizza Inn, where family and flavor meet.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request. 573-785-7811.
So we are back now in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Cade Huffman coming up to the plate now for the Mules. An RBI base hit he had back in the 1st inning. As a matter of fact, he swung at the first pitch and ended up driving it out to right field for an RBI base hit. Let's see what he does here with nobody on and nobody down. Huffman 1 for 1 here in the ball game so far. Chenoweth back in for his third inning of work. First pitch is outside for a ball. It is a 1 ball and no strikes. Brent Bell awaiting on deck, and then Ryan Tanchavez. If anybody gets on, Johnson is going to bat fourth in the inning. There's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Huffman, 2 balls and no strikes. Here is the pitch. Downstairs for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Huffman so far this season, 23 walks. He leads the team with base on balls. Here is the 3-0 pitch. In there for no, it's going to be ball 4. So a leadoff walk here for the Mules as Huffman will trot down to first base. Brent Bell coming up to the plate. A sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Bell's got a lot of power out there. Cade Huffman, very smart base runner. We'll see what the Mules do. Chenoweth gets a long look. Here is the first offering. He is showing bunt. Oh, right to the catcher. It's a foul ball. Oh, and the first baseman dropped it. It's going to be a foul ball, so that's going to benefit Cape much more than it does at Bluff. It is no balls and 1 strike. Watch this one. As it went right to the catcher, he picked it up in foul territory. So no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Bell gets some new life. Runner on first base. Here is the pitch. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go. Oh, it's going to be an infield base hit. Yes, sir. What a hit by Bell. As he is able to run that out, and he beat it by a couple of steps. Good job there by Hickey, able to make the extension. It'll be an infield base hit, and now runners on first and second base with nobody down. Ryan Tanchavez coming up to the plate. Watch this one more time by Brent Bell. Watch him hustle down the line. First baseman making the extension, but a little bit too late. Here is the first pitch by Tanchavez. He is showing bunt too. It's going to go foul. So no balls and 1 strike here. Tanchavez. Tanchavez, he is really good at dropping down those bunts. First baseman Hickey now, he is coming way in on first base. Iwasco standing a little bit behind, or right even with third base. Here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Showing bunt again, and this one's going to go foul again. So it's no balls and 2 strikes, so Tanchavez couldn't drop it down. He's got 2 strikes now, 14 RBIs. He is 0 for 1. Popped out to the second baseman, McGuire, his first time. 2 runners on and nobody down. Chenoweth, pitch number 50 coming up. Here is the pitch. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul as well down the third baseline. You take a look at your screen. Mules have runners on first and second base. That is Huffman standing on second base and Brent Bell on first base. Boy, the Mules can add some more damage here with Tanchavez at the plate. He is batting .409. Here is the pitch. This one, he fouls it away out of play. A very good at bat here. 4 straight foul balls, 2 bunt attempts, and now 2 consecutive foul balls. No balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. Chenoweth looking back at second base, and back over is not in time. Good job by Huffman. He's able to slide in. No balls and 2 strikes. Tanchavez, Miles Johnson awaiting on deck. Mules lead by 3 runs here in at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here is the pitch. This one has popped up again. It's going to get out of play. and we'll do it again. Boy, very good at bat here by Tanchavez and Chenoweth. Which one is going to blink? Runners on first and second base. Here is the pitch. This one is popped up. This one out to left field. True Blood is going back, and he can't make the catch. He can't make the catch, and the bases are loaded. So bases are loaded with nobody down here in the inning. Miles Johnson coming up to the plate. Johnson is 0 for 1 so far today. They ruled that a base hit. It'll be ruled a base hit as he tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch. Johnson is 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. So Johnson, he is batting at .462 with runners on second and third base. It is an 0-1 pitch right now by Chenoweth. Swing and a miss, and the ball does get behind him. Huffman is going to stay put on second base. It's a good job there by Connor Poole. Watch how fast that he gets to this pitch. Watch him. I mean, he quickly was making sure that the runner was going to stay put on first or third base. It is no balls and 2 strikes now. Johnson down 2 strikes. The infield playing in potentially for a fielder's choice or double play. Swing and a miss. Big first out here as Johnson is down on strikes for the second time in this ball game. Luke Seagraves coming up to the plate. Seagraves struck out his first time. That was back in the second inning. It's 3:30 down the left and right field line. 400 in straightaway center. Mules lead 3-0 here in the third. This one misses up high for a ball. It is a 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. This one is outside for a ball. It is 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. Big game for the Mules. This almost feels like playoffs have already arrived. Here is the pitch. This one is outside. It's ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. There's nowhere to put him. So now I would assume that Seagraves will hold off here on this 3-0 count. Got to make him throw 3 good pitches. He holds off and takes strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Seagraves, he is batting .273 with runners on second and third base. Everybody on a base here for the Mules. Huffman leads away from third. Inside pitch, and there is strike 2. And now it is a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coach Tyler Mathis over there on first base. Coach McLevain on first. Coach Casey Beese, our pitching coach. There's a ground ball. This one could be 2. Out at second and out at first base. There's 2 down. Oh, that is the game or the double play that we were worried about. And there it goes as the side is retired on a huge double play. And now the Tigers are out of a huge jam. It goes at 6-4-3 on the out. And we are going to the top of inning number 4. Momentum-wise, you better believe it's going back to the Tigers. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Farm Credit isn't just about financing, it's a true partnership. We stand beside our farmers. Rooted in sustainability, family values, and care, we're proud to support the next generation of agriculture. From the biggest equipment to the smallest boots in the field, farming is about passing down knowledge, values, and love for the land. And at Farm Credit, we're here to help that legacy grow. One field, one family, one future at a time.
Your ag lender will always be there.
From little bites to big appetites, there's something for everyone. At Costello's Restaurant in Poplar Bluff, we serve fresh, made-to-order meals that satisfy every craving. From St. Louis-style pizzas to hand-cut certified Angus beef steaks, fresh seafood, and home-style pastas, every bite is packed with flavor. Costello's makes the perfect date night or a meal out with friends and family. Start your morning with our full breakfast menu available every day. Costello's, where every meal is a masterpiece.
Well, as we get ready for the top of inning number 4, the Mules had a golden opportunity there. They had them loaded with nobody down. Johnson strikes out, and then a buzzkill, a 6-4-3 double play given up to the Cape Central Tigers as Seagraves grounds out to a double play. And now we are in the top of inning number 4 now, where the Mules still lead by a score of 3-0. McNew, Hickey, and Trueblood is all due up here in the inning. Let's see what the Mules are able to do. Coming up to the plate now, it is Christian McNew. He walked his first time. He bats from the left side, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss. And we are off and running here in this inning. No balls and 1 strike here. Here is the pitch. Downstairs for a ball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Here in the top of the 4th. Here is the pitch on the way. This one, an excuse me swing to the fence. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. I see Nathan Dobbs down there in the front row watching this game. A lot of implications with the districts on the line. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. Good job by Campbell trying to get him to misfire there. Good take by McNew. It's a 2-2 count. So Campbell has thrown 57 pitches here in the ballgame so far. This one is popped up out to center field, and Bell will make the catch. 1 up and 1 down here in the 4th. That's a big first out there. Bell played that one the way he should have. 1 down here in the inning. Zane Hickey coming up to the plate now. It goes F8 on the out. Hickey coming in. He is 0 for 1. Struck out looking back in the first. Outside pitch and catches enough for the plate. It is no balls and 1 strike. Coming up in the bottom of the inning, it'll be 9-1-2. That's all due in for the Mules. This one is a bunt down the third base line, and it'll be an infield base hit. You don't do it much better than that. That is a bunt single down to Tanchavez. So now a runner on first base with 1 down. That was a very good execution by Zade Hickey.
Now batting, number 1, John Trueblood.
So now John Trueblood coming into the plate. He is 0 for 1 rather today. Trueblood, he popped out to a second base his last time. I see Coach Sievers walking into the facility. Does a great job maintaining our grass. Campbell now will come set. This one is popped up. This one out to Cade Huffman in right field. It is there, and there is 2 down here in the inning. Good play there by Cade Huffman. 2 away.
Line drive, stay on top of it. 2. You ready to hit 3? Come on out.
Now batting number 3, Alex Iwasco.
So now Alex Iwasco coming up to the plate. Iwasco now, he is 0 for 1 as well. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. This one is grounded to Tanchavez at third base, and the side is retired. So the Mules leave another man on first base. We are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mules coming to bat, and the Mules lead by a score of 3-0. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Welcome to Ozark Total Healthcare. Here we understand that every family's healthcare needs are unique. Whether you're looking for primary care, behavioral health, physical therapy, or hospice care, our compassionate team is here to support you in every stage of life. Plus, our comprehensive pharmacy and medical equipment service means you can find everything you need right under one roof. Remember, at Ozark Total Healthcare, it's one call, one team, one solution. Visit ozarktotalhealthcare.com or call 573-686-5510 to learn more.
We know what drives a champion. It's not just strength. It's heart, grit, and teamwork. Every play, every sprint, you're building more than a score. You're forging character. Push past doubt, lift your teammates, and show the world what you're made of. And now, go win that game.
So we are back now in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we are back here to live action. It'll be Caudell, and he takes strike 1 right down the middle. It is no balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch. This one is a rocket shot to the opposite field, and the Mules have a runner on base with nobody out here in the inning. Great job by Caudell as he is able to go the opposite field. So now Clayton Schock is coming up to the plate now. Schock is 0 for 1 so far today. Or make that 1 for 1 rather today. This one is right down the middle for a strike 1.
3-1-4.
So Schock has singled and scored, and he has walked as well in the 2nd inning. This one is called a strike as well. It is no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count. Back over to first base is not in time. Here is the pitch on the way. Oh, that he got rung up. Yes, he did. 1 down on the backwards K. Schock is down on strikes. 1 down here in the inning. And now Tabanera comes up to the plate. Tabanera has been hit by a pitch, not once, but twice. 2 times here in this game. And this one is missing for a ball. It is a 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mules have a runner on first base. It is Gavin Caudell. Mules trying to beat Cape twice in less than 1 week. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul down the third base line. It is a 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the pitch. No, back over to first base is not in time. Good job there by Caudell, able to get back in with no problem. Mules still lead at 3-0. Mules scored all 3 runs in the first inning and haven't scored since. There's a fly ball. Get out, baby. Get out for a base hit. It is a base hit now. Runners on first and second base. And now the Mules have something going with 2 runners on and 1 down. Dobbs now coming up to the plate, an RBI base hit. He grounded out to shortstop his last time. Caudell on second base. Tabanera on first. In there for a called strike. It's no balls and 1 strike. Boy, the Mules would love. Time is called here by the pitcher to come out there, and him and Poole met for just a brief moment. So now it is no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Oh, good pitch right down the middle, too. It is no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. And now Dobbs has to protect. 2 runners on. Caudell on second. Tabanera on first. Big pitch right here. Big at bat by Dobbs. Here is the pitch. This one is popped up. This one, it's going to be in trouble. It's going to be caught by the center fielder. I didn't think Bowers had it for a moment. I thought Bowers lost it. He did not. And now there are 2 down here in the inning. So now Huffman coming up to the plate. Very dangerous hitter. Huffman has singled and scored, and he has walked. 2 away here in the inning. Let's see if Huffman can get something going, drive in that run. First pitch is inside for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Huffman would love to be able to drive this run in. That would be a huge run if he could. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. So Huffman again, he is ahead here in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Oh, good pitch, strike. Woo. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here is the 2-1 pitch. This one's way outside for a ball. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count with runners on first and second base. There is 1 base open if they decide to pitch around him. Brent Bell awaiting on deck, kind of picking your poison here. 3-1 the count. Here is the pitch. There's the ground ball. This one is up the middle. Good job there by the second baseman. Wow. Watch the replay on this one. This one deserves a replay. Watch the sliding stop there. Just flips it over to second base for the out. And the side is retired. It is a force out. It'll go 4-6 on the out. And the side is retired. Mules end up stranding a run when it's all said and done. Mules, they are still up by 3 runs. We'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Head to Heartland Express in Poplar Bluff, where amazing service meets mouth-watering meals. Start your day with a full breakfast bar made fresh every morning. Then come back for lunch and dinner specials that'll keep your taste buds cheering and your wallet smiling. Craving something late? Try our new cook-to-order menu from 2 p.m. to 5 a.m. That's right, Heartland Express is open 24/7, serving up hometown flavor around the clock. From hearty breakfast to satisfying lunches, come see why locals love it. Find them on Facebook at Heartland Express Market and make your next meal a hometown favorite. Every town needs a shop like Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire. Honest, reliable, and right around the corner. Kevin and Dora treat every customer like family, offering AC service, alignment, suspension work, brakes, tractor tires, and more. Need a tow? They'll come get you. At Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire, they take care of the community with fair prices and solid repairs. Call 573-840-5053 today. Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
So we are in the top of inning number 5, and the Mules still lead 3-0. And now Brock Campbell back in there for the 5th inning. It's been a pretty good ball game. Mules got off to a 3-run lead to begin this ball game, and Tigers have really done a good job ever since. Mules really unable to do a whole lot here. They have not been able to score any runs since the first inning. They have left several men on base here in this ball game. Campbell going to come back out, and he is going to work the top of the 5th inning. And let's see if the Mules defense once again can continue to shut down the offense here for the Tigers out of Cape Central. Our ball game is presented by Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, also being brought to you by Oakdale Care Center, Air Solutions, Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialists, Christian Automotive and Tire, and being brought to you by Wolf Creek Power Sports, American Family Insurance agent Gerald Zerwanka, also Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Pizza Inn, and The Manor, all proud supporters of Mules Baseball here for this 2026 season. So now Aiden McGuire coming up to the plate now here in the 5th inning. McGuire is 0 for 1. He popped out to second base. First pitch in there for a called strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count. Good start here by Campbell. Oh, this one got him right in the back. Ooh. That one stung a little bit. So a runner now on first base with nobody down here in the inning. So a runner now on first base with nobody down. It is so far just 3 hits given up in the game for Campbell. Runner on first base. This one is up the middle for a base hit. And now runners are on first and second base with nobody down here in the inning. It goes right up the middle. And now Campbell, the Tigers have something going. And now we are back to the top of the lineup. Hayden Bowers is 0 for 2 so far today. Big spot here for the Mules defensively. They're up by 3 runs, but 2 on the base pads. Nobody down. Infield comes in a step. This one is downstairs. Good block there by Bryce Dobbs, and does not allow that runner to move over. Back over to second base. Woo-hoo. One ball and no strikes. Here is the pitch. Outside for a ball, and now the runners do take off. And now it is runners on first and third base. McGuire will be over on third base now. It is 2 balls and no strikes. Hayden Bowers 0 for 2. He has grounded out to the pitcher and popped out to left field. Back in the third. Cape threatening here. Did he hold up? Yes, he did. It is ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. A lighter breeze here today. It's blowing out toward left field. Breeze and not much of an issue. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is inside. Lost him on ball 4. And now the bases are loaded on a 4-pitch walk. Dobbs will walk out and talk to his pitcher. And now we're going to get time called here, and we're going to see Coach McLevain coming out to the mound for the Poplar Bluff Mules. The whole infield now is going to come in as well. So for the Mules, golden opportunity for the Tigers of Cape Central. Right now it is a bases loaded situation, and the Mules still lead by 3 runs, but the heart of the lineup is coming up for the Tigers. Here's how it all began here in this inning. It was a hit by pitch by Aiden McGuire, and then a base hit by Evan Hall to center field, a 4-pitch walk to Hayden Bowers, and now Caden Chenoweth is coming up. He has popped out to Brent Bell twice in this game. And I believe they're going to go ahead and stay with Campbell for just a little bit longer to see what he's got left in the tank. Our ball game is presented by Heartland Express, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, Hefner's Furniture and Appliance, Costello's, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, and being brought to you by PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. And this one is a strike on the outside part of the plate. It is no balls and 1 strike. Also Kevin's Auto Repair and First Midwest Bank. Here is the pitch. There's the ground ball. This one could be 2. Out at second. That's the only one they're going to get. The throw was a little bit off target. A run does come in. There is now 1 down here in the inning.
Courtesy for the pitcher. You got it. 4, number 4.
Now batting 23, Jacob Spain.
So it is a fielder's choice here. It's going to go 6-4. So 1 down here in the inning. Courtesy runner coming in, by the way. Winners will be coming in. 1 down here in the inning. That one's going to get away, and now Winners will take off, and runners are going to be on second and third base. So they're going to go ahead now, and they're going to go ahead and intentionally walk Spain, and I can't say that I blame him on that one.
Ready to hit 9s. Come on, kid. Use that 9. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Owen, right there, Owen.
So bases are loaded now. This one is popped up. This one out toward center field, and Bell makes the catch. Woo. 2 down here in the inning.
Let's go. Come on out.
2 down. And now bases still loaded here in the inning. It is a 3-1 game. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes.
Line drive here.
And there's a strike. Two balls and 1 strike here. Bases are loaded. Big at bat here for Hickey. swing and a miss. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big time play here coming. It is a 3-1 game. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and this one is outside. Now it's a full count. There's nowhere to put him. Hickey is 1 for 2. He has struck out and he has singled. Big play coming here. And strike 3 is called, and the side is retired. So just like that, the Tigers, they leave them loaded. As we come back here, we get ready for the bottom of the inning. Cape Central, they do score a run, and they leave them loaded. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Making new friends can bring joy at any stage of life. At Oakdale Assisted Living, friendships grow naturally through shared meals, activities, and group outings. We provide personalized care in a warm, welcoming environment. Our residents are supported by passionate caregivers and surrounded by friends who feel like family, all while enjoying the freedom of an independent lifestyle. Schedule your tour of Oakdale Assisted Living today by calling 573-686-5242. That's 573-686-5242.
Struggling to find that perfect gift for that person who has everything? Find unique treasures at the Gift Chest.
At Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers, we have over 6 decades of expertise bringing you unique and beautifully crafted jewelry, gifts, and one-of-a-kind artwork.
We are locally and family-owned, and we also offer custom creations, jewelry repairs, and we buy scrap gold, silver, and platinum. Let our family take care of yours. That's Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers,
where Walmart is next door to us in Poplar Bluff.
Boy, I tell you what a big-time inning for the Mules defensively. Cape Central is on the board. They do score a run here in that inning. By the way, Cape Central, they have left 7 men on base. The Mules, so far, they have left 5. So a lot of base runners have been left. Let's see what Brent Bell can do here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Bell, Tanchavez, and Johnson. If anybody gets on, Seagraves will bat 4th in the inning, and the first pitch is downstairs for a ball. It is a 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 the count as we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's a ground ball. This one is going to go up the middle for a base hit. Oh, I thought the shortstop was going to be able to get there in time, and he could not. It is a base hit right up the middle. And now Tanchavez coming up to the plate. Tanchavez so far is a 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Mules here trying to get something going here in the home half of inning number 5. Bell is on at first base. Here is the pitch back over to first base is not in time. Glad to have Coach Patillo tuning in here this afternoon. You better believe that he is watching this game very closely. It's a very good possibility. Showing bunt and the throw down to second base. He is out at second base. Oh my goodness. 1 down here in the inning. It's an 0-1 count. So Bell is thrown out. And now it is 1 ball and 1 strike here. 1-1 the count. That was a bang-bang play there at second base. Unfortunately for the Mules, they do not get the call. Here is the pitch. Tanchavez will pop this one out of play. It is a 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind picking up a little bit now, as you can hear that on your, wherever you're watching and listening to the game at. It is a 1 ball and 2 strike count. Here is the pitch, a swing and a miss. 2 down here in the inning. So the momentum definitely has gone away from the Mules. Miles Johnson coming up to the plate now. So 2 away here in the inning. Swing and a miss here by Johnson. No balls and 1 strike. It is 0-1 the count. Mules had a leadoff base runner, and then he was caught stealing. And now here we are with a strikeout, and now a swing and a miss, and Johnson now is down 0-2. Seagraves awaiting on deck for the Mules. I don't see any movement in the bullpen at this point. They may be content with maybe going back to Brock. This one is popped up, and this one along the infield. Hickey is going to make the catch, and the side is retired. So Mules do get their leadoff man, but after that, 1, 2, 3, Trueblood, Iwasco, and McGuire is all coming up here in the next inning. And for the Mules, they lead 3-0. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
We know the back roads. We know fixer-uppers and the forever homes. We know real estate. We know hard work. And we know how to bring families home. PB Realty, a premier brokerage.
All right, so we are back now as we get ready here for the first pitch. It is out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike here as we are in the top of inning number 6. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch, and this one is popped out to center field. It's going to get in, but good job there by Cade Huffman. It is a leadoff base hit. And a runner now on at first base with nobody down here in the inning.
Run. Good job, John. Pinch runner.
Now we're going to get a pinch runner here for Trueblood. So Connor will come in.
Now batting number 3, Alex Iwasco.
And now Iwasco coming up to the plate now. So Trueblood gets a base hit here in the 6th. Iwasco is 0 for 2. Nobody down here in the inning. There's a pop fly. This one is deep to left field. This one goes over the head of Seagraves. And it's now going to be a 3-2 game. Here is the relay. He is out at third. But it is a 3-2 game. So Connor will score. It'll be ruled a double. Boy, good job there by Seagraves getting it quickly to Johnson. 1 down here in the inning. And now a strike is called. No balls and 1 strike.
Call or swing. Hit. Here we go. 1, 2.
No balls and 1 strike. This one, ooh, it may have got him right in the face. We're going to pan out. That one, I believe, got him right in the face inadvertently. And now the trainer's going to come out to look at him. Maybe got him right on the helmet there where it covers the jaw. So now they're going to walk it off. Dobbs will walk out and talk to Campbell. 1 down here in the inning. Tying run is now going to be at first base. So McGuire gets down to first base. And we're going to get, I believe we're going to get a pitching change here to come in. We will. So Campbell, his day is done, and it looks like Cooper will come in. Drew Cooper is going to come in here in just a moment. Let's take at least a minute break, and we'll be back. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them.
Hey, Ben.
Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
See Shelter Agent Kent Cawthon in Poplar Bluff for a free insurance review.
Looking to make your home more comfortable, functional, and stylish? At Hefner Furniture and Appliance, we've got everything you need to create the perfect space. From cozy sofas and plush recliners to beautiful bedroom sets, dining furniture, and top brand mattresses that guarantee a great night's sleep. With easy financing options and free local delivery, Hefner makes it simple and affordable to bring comfort home. Visit our massive showroom in Poplar Bluff. You can also browse and shop anytime online at hefnerfurniture.com.
At Baldwin Chevrolet, teamwork is what drives us forward.
From sales to service, we go to bat for you. When it comes to prices and experience, we kick the competition to the curb.
From shooting your shots to scoring touchdowns, Baldwin Chevy Cadillac's the place to be.
Proudly supporting Poplar Bluff and our community for over 45 years. Go Mules!
So we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Poplar Bluff Mules. The tying run is over at first base. Drew Cooper is on the mound for the Mules, making his 15th appearance of the year. He is 5-1, 36 2/3 innings, 36 hits, 12 runs, 10 of them earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 29, and the first pitch is downstairs for a ball. His earned run average is 1.909. 1 ball, no strikes. Tying run is standing on first base. Evan Hall is 2 for 2. Runner takes off. Here is the throw. It's a high throw, and he is safe at second base. 2 balls and no strikes here. Big stolen base. A 2-0 count. Tying run standing on second base. Mules got out to a 3-0 lead, and now all of a sudden it is a much different game. 1 down here in the inning. A base hit will tie this ball game. Here is the pitch on the way. In there for a called strike. Good pitch by Cooper. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. So Campbell, his final numbers, will get you those here in just a few moments. Downstairs for a ball. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Campbell responsible for the man on second base. He went deep in this game. We are in the 6th. Here is the 3-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. This one, oh, good job there by Johnson. Over to first base is not in time. It is an infield base hit. Good job there by Johnson. Able to keep that in front of him. And now runners are on the corners. And now we are back to the top of the lineup. So Hall is now 3 for 3 here in the ball game. And now Bowers coming up to the plate now. The go-ahead run standing on first base. Bowers is 0 for 2. He is grounded out to the pitcher, popped out to Seagraves in left field, and he walked back in the fifth. Here is the pitch on the way by Coop. Back to first base. No throw. Everybody safe. A base hit or a sacrifice fly will score a run. Tanchavez comes in off the bag. This one is downstairs. Good job there by Bryce Dobbs. He is able to hold that one. 8-9-1 all due up for the Mules here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Mules just trying to get there with a one-run lead. That's all we are trying to do right now. Here is the pitch. Back again. Cooper looked at third and was going to go back to first, but instead he holds it, and there's still 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. Inside, a little bit high as well. It's 2 balls and no strikes. They would like to try to get out of this inning, giving up no more damage, because awaiting in the wings is Jathan Spain. He was intentionally walked last time. There is a ground ball. This one's going to be hit right to. Oh, they're going to have to just touch the bag, and we are tied at 3. So now runner on second base. So a runner on second base now. And back to second base is not in time. So 2 down, and we are tied at 3. It is an RBI. This one is fouled away. So 2 down here in the inning. And this one, oh, good job there by Cooper. Cooper over to first base, and the side is retired, but not before the Tigers come around to score 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a man on second base. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the bottom of the sixth inning, and it'll be Seagraves, Caudell, and Schock is all coming in. And back out there, we're going to have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cape Central Tigers. And coming in for the Tigers now, it'll be Hayden Bowers. Bowers will now make his debut. He is making his 7th appearance overall. His earned run average is 2.800. He is a right-hander. He has pitched 10 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them earned. He has walked 4 and struck out 10. So Bowers comes in from center field, and the first pitch is called a strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count. Here is the pitch, and he holds off on it. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. So Chenoweth, he is done for the day on the mound. Mules, they're going, or I should say the Tigers rather, going to Bowers. He played at center field to begin this ball game, and now he is in there in relief. Here is the 2-1 pitch on the way. Oh, good pitch right down the middle, too. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here is the pitch, and this one is inside for a ball. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the only defensive moves right now is Chenoweth. He moved out to third base, or make that center field rather. And just misses for a ball. Woo! Watch this. Oh, that was a good pitch. Woo, Mules may have caught a break on that one. Mules lead off walk now. Watch this again while we have a moment. Watch this location. That is as close as it gets, my friends. Runner, well, I should say, Caudell tries to bunt the runner over. Winds up being no balls and 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mules have the go-ahead run on first base. It is no balls and 1 strike here. Caudell singled back in at the 4th inning. He would love to get on base or at least get that runner driven over somehow. That one fouls off the end of the bat. Watch this. Watch it go right off the end of the bat. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here. Runner on first base. The 9-hitter in the lineup for the Mules. Bowers looks over at first base. Here is back over to first, is not in time. Slides head first. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Seagraves over on first base, drawing a leadoff walk. Here is the 0-2 offering coming. And strike 3 is called right down the middle. Well, a little bit more inside rather than in the middle. Still, it is a 1 out here in the inning. And now we are back to the top of the lineup here for the Mules. So now Schock stands in. Here is the first pitch on the way from Bowers. Strike 1, good location on that fastball. So Schock has singled and scored. He has walked and struck out back in the 4th. It is no balls and 1 strike. Mules have the go-ahead run standing on third base. Back over to first, not in time. Head first slide. Seagraves avoids being picked off. Schock here has a huge task, trying to advance that runner over, and if you can, get on base. Here is the pitch on the way. Here it comes. Long pause here. They may call time. Still wait. Now time is called. I thought it was coming. That was a long layoff. Bowers, not sure if he was checking the sign or what was going on there. But now he's going to throw. This one fouls it away. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. So now Shock will have to protect.
2-3-3.
No balls and 2 strikes here. Shock would love to get a hit and get Seagraves over to second base, if not third. Tabanera waits on deck. Here is the 0-2. No, back to first base. Not in time as Seagraves once again avoids that tag. Slides in. He is safe. Seagraves doing everything he can to advance over to second base. Here's the pitch. Outside. And now they will throw back to first base. Is not in time.
4-1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here we go now as Bowers checks the runner. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside, it just misses a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the replay. Inside, a little bit high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bowers. Once again, long layoff there. Stares at the runner at first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Back over to first base is still not in time. Bowers comes set. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch coming. This one has popped up. A little blooper. The shortstop. Hall can't get it. It is a base hit. And the Mules have runners on first and second base. What a blooper by Shock, and that's what it takes.
Now batting number 1, Marcus Tabanera.
And now Tabanera coming up to the plate. Go ahead run standing on second base. We'll give you the final numbers now on Campbell. He went 5 1/3. He faced 26 batters, 85 pitches. 6 hits, 3 runs, all 3 were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. So now the no decision goes to Campbell. And now, right now, Cooper is in line for the win. Bases on first and second. Tabanera, he has singled and been hit by a pitch twice. There's a ground ball. This one, oh no, it could be 2. Oh, he dropped it. How did that happen? Oh, it's going to be an E6. Watch this. It came out of his glove, and it's going to be an E6. It could have been a double play. And now Bryce Dobbs coming up to the plate. Oh, my goodness. Should have been a double play, but now the Mules have new life. In there for a called strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. Oh, I bet Coach Patillo right now sitting at home watching, recovering from his procedure. I bet that got his blood pressure up a little bit. Just saying. Here is the pitch on the way downstairs, and this one just misses for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So Dobbs is 1 for 3, an RBI hit back in the first, grounded out to a fielder's choice in the second, and popped out to center in the fourth. Seagraves is standing on third base. Infield comes in. Inside pitch, it is a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Awaiting on deck, it is Cade Huffman. Boy, this one is a big play here for the Mules. bases are loaded. It's a 2-1 count. Bowers now gets the sign that he wants. Here's the pitch. Just misses down low, and now it is 3 balls and 1 strike. Boy, this is a big pitch now by Bowers. Mules and the Tigers all tied up at 3 apiece. Mules trying to break this tie. Here is the pitch. There's a pop fly. This one, I think it's going to be deep enough. It is caught. Here is the relay, and the Mules will take the lead. And the ball gets away, and 2 more runners will advance. So it is a sacrifice fly. Dobbs that does his part. And now Cade Huffman coming up. So a big time error. That's the second one in this inning. 2 outs here in the inning. It is now a 4-3 game. First pitch, good block there by Poole. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Cooper now in line for the win. 2 down here in the inning. Go-ahead run comes in on a sacrifice fly. Ooh, a strike on the outside, a part of the plate. Watch this pitch. Good frame by Poole. 1 ball, 1 strike. Huffman is 1 for 2 in the game. 2 down here in the inning. Here is the pitch coming. This one is outside for a ball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike as the Mules would like to add at least 1 more run for insurance. Here it is, 2-1. This one is downstairs for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 the count. Huffman would love an opportunity to drive in a run. Huffman comes set, or I should say Bowers comes set. Here is the 3-1. This one gets away, and a run will come in to score. Save! Here is the replay on the wild pitch. Watch it get away, and watch as he comes in. He is safe, and now the Mules lead 4-1. So Tabanera is on third, Huffman on first. And now Brent Bell comes up to the plate. He is 2 for 2 in the ball game so far. Back over to first base is not in time as Huffman slides in. So Poplar Bluff gets another run here in the inning. It is a huge, huge insurance run. Bell now comes set. This one is popped up and out of play behind us. It's no balls and 1 strike. So Huffman will walk. Tabanera is on first. 2 runs here in the inning. It is a 5-3 game. Back over to first base is not in time. It is an 0-1 count. Bell steps in. Ooh, that one nearly got him. He's just able to get out of the way. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So a 1-1 count. Mules looking to maybe drive in, maybe another run of insurance. They would love to do it here. Oh, good pitch. Right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is 1-2 the count. You can hear Coach Mathis out there calling the play. 3-4-1. 2 down in the inning. Cape will have their heart of the lineup coming up as well. Back over to first base, not in time as Huffman able to get back with no problem. 2 down here in the inning. It is a 5-3 game. Mules looking for their 18th win, as is Cape. Mules coming in 17-9. Cape is 17-10. Losing to DeSoto yesterday. They are in the same district. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Cape lays a goose egg yesterday. They lose at 5-1. Mules had a 13-run win yesterday over Donovan. Two down here in the inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch coming. Up high. And Huffman is going to be able to take the bag.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Huffman now. So we're just getting word that last walk, by the way, by Cade Huffman, he ties the walk record. Cameron Meisner and Turner Fritz hold the record at 25. There's a fly ball. This one gets out of play. It is a foul ball, so still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Huffman tying the school record in walks. Just needs 1 more, and he will own the school record. How cool is that for Mr. Huffman? That just means one thing, folks. He's a very patient guy at the plate. Here is the 2-2 pitch. There's the fly ball. Get out, baby, get out. Oh, just foul by maybe 6 or 7 inches. Oh, that would have drove in too. That would have drove in. Woo. Bell turned on that one. That would have been 2 more runs to come in. By the way, Spain is going to lead things off in the top of the 7th. Also McNew and then Zaid Hickey. 3, 4, and 5. Here is the pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. This one is going to go to the second baseman. McGuire is able to touch the bag, and the side is retired. But the Mules, they do score 2 runs on 1 hit, a couple of errors in the inning. We are going to the 7th inning. Mules lead by 2 runs. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Looking for power, performance, or pure fun? You'll find it at Wolf Creek Power Sports. From rugged Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides to Toro mowers built to tackle any yard, Wolf Creek has you covered. And we service what we sell. And the best part? You don't have to take our word for it. Come in for a test drive and experience the quality of Can-Am and Toro for yourself. Wolf Creek Power Sports. Poplar Bluff.
Big Whiskey's isn't just another steakhouse. It's an American restaurant for the family. It's a place to celebrate wins and eat wings. A place to talk about accomplishments and share appetizers. A place where the whole family can find something they like. From burgers and tacos to salads and seafood or wings, wraps, and tenders. Good days, bad days, or big days. Big Whiskey is there for you. Big Whiskey's on Oak Grove Road in Poplar Bluff.
So as we get ready for the 7th inning, it is the top of inning number 7 now. Jason Spain is going to pop up to the plate now. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. He takes ball 1 outside. Spain was intentionally walked his last time up. He singled in the first and popped out to center back in the 3rd inning. There's a fly ball. This one is crushed also to center field. Bell goes back and makes the catch. Oh my goodness, what a catch that was. Bell going over the back there, making that huge catch, and one down in the inning. Now that was one of the best catches we have seen all year long. And now Christian McNew coming up to the plate. Smacks this one out to a right field for a base hit. Tying run coming to the plate. So runner on first base now with one down here in the inning. Going to get a pinch runner now to come in. It'll be
now batting number 9, Zay Hickey.
It'll be Owen Winters.
Yes, sir. Come on, leave that guy on. Let's go. 1 out, no.
Two down, or make that one down in the inning. Tying run at the plate. Man, strike right down the middle. Good pitch. It is no balls and one strike here as Zaid Hickey up to the plate. He is 1 for 3, singled and struck out twice. Back over to first base, not in time. Ball came in from the bullpen area on the Mules side. The JV is warming up. Mules here trying to take this game. This one good block again by Dobbs. Man, Dobbs, one of the best catchers, I believe, not only in Southeast Missouri, but really in the state. He just does an amazing job behind the plate. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. Cooper now gets a good look at Winters on second. Back to first base is not in time. Mules lead by 2 runs. Coming up after this game, I'm pretty sure that we'll be talking to some of the team. I'm not 100% sure. We'll wait and see. Here is the pitch coming. Nope, back to second base. Oh, the ball gets away. Good job there by Caudell. He is hustling to the ball. Still 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. It is a beautiful night here in Poplar Bluff. Cooper now comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a rip and there's a base hit. Runners now on first and second base. Goes right up the middle. Now 2 runners on. The tying run standing on first base. So Trueblood is 1 for 3. He has popped out twice, singled and scored back in the 6th inning. 1 away here in the inning. Mules just trying to get through this one. Outside pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Cooper now trying to give his team their 18th win of the season. Downstairs for a ball. It is 2 balls and no strikes. Owasco is up next. He is on deck. Cooper now takes a long look at Winters. Tying run on first. And now Cooper steps off the bag. Still runners on first and second base. Zaid Hickey is on first base. Alex Winters, or make that Owen Winters rather. He is on second. This one has popped up down the first base line and foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Don't know about you, I wouldn't mind seeing a 6-4-3 double play to get out of this inning. And we can go home. Here is the pitch. This one is a little blooper, gonna go foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. So now Trueblood. Trueblood is doing all he can. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cooper now 1 down here in the inning. Spain popped out to center field and now back-to-back base hits. Here is the pitch. Up high for a ball. Now the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mules lead by 2 runs. 5-3 your score. Back to second base is not in time. Just got back 2.
John, we can do it, kids. Something you like here. Be ready.
Coach Williams doing all he can to coach up True Blood. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. This one could be 2. Out at second and safe at first. It is the right call. It is a fielder's choice with 2 down here in the inning. Runners are on the corners now. It is a 6-4, 2 down here in the inning. Going to have a pinch runner. Going to have a pinch runner coming in now for, so True Blood, he is done. Now he is out. So True Blood is out of the game. And Merriman is now going to be the runner on first base. So there's 2 down in the inning. So 2 down, and Iwasco coming up to the plate. Doubled his last time. Here is the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper trying to hang on for the win. Here is the pitch on the way. A double could score 2. That's right down the middle. Strike 1. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, Mules fans, let's hear from you. It's just after 6:30. Mules are 2 pitches away from a big win. Just misses outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Aiden McGuire is on deck. He has been hit by a pitch twice in this game too. So has Marcus Tabanera. There's a ground ball. This one is hit to the second baseman, over to first base in time. And the Mules come away with a huge win again against Cape Central. It took 2 hours and 8 minutes here to complete this ball game. We've got highlights and totals coming up. Here is the final out as the Mules get it done. Tabanera takes it on a hop, and he will get it to first base in time. And the Mules come away with a big 5-3 win. All right, coming up, we are going to get to our post-game report, so make sure and stick around for that. In the meantime, let's go to a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Farm Credit isn't just about financing. It's a true partnership. We stand beside our farmers. Rooted in sustainability, family values, and care, we're proud to support the next generation of agriculture. From the biggest equipment to the smallest boots in the field, farming is about passing down knowledge, values, and love for the land. And at Farm Credit, we're here to help that legacy grow. One field, one family, one future at a time.
Struggling to find that perfect gift for that person who has everything? Find unique treasures at the gift chest.
At Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers, we have over 6 decades of expertise bringing you unique and beautifully crafted jewelry, gifts, and one-of-a-kind artwork.
We are locally and family-owned, and we also offer custom creations, jewelry repairs, and we buy scrap gold, silver, and platinum. Let our family take care of yours. That's Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers,
where Walmart is next door to us in Poplar Bluff.
Well, the Mules get it done. They are victorious here tonight by a final score of 5-3. And man, it was a hard-fought game as the Mules do get it done. And now beating Cape Central not once, but twice in this season. That is a very big deal. And the Mules now, the winning pitcher will go to Drew Cooper, and the losing pitcher will go to Bowers here this evening. Mules end up picking up 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. However, Cape Central, remember the first time we faced them, Mules had 4 errors, that Cape Central had 3. Cape Central ended up with 2 errors, all in the same inning, and the Mules able to score those 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to give the Mules a 2-run lead. As the Mules here this evening, they will pick up a huge district win, and congratulations. I know Coach Patillo, he's got to be very happy with his team after coming in here and picking up yet again another big win here at home. So congratulations once again to the Poplar Bluff Mules. Final score was 5-3 here this afternoon, as the Mules now go to 18-9 on the season. By the way, Cade Huffman, it appears that he has tied the school record in walks for a season. He is now tied at Turner Fritz and Cameron Meisner, and I believe we're going to have some players coming up here. So we're going to stay with this here for just a moment. I've got to get my other mic here, so stand by just 1 second. That's what happens when you're by yourself. And we're going to bring in here in just a moment, we're going to bring in our players here coming up in just a moment. So stick around for that as we continue with our post game, I should say. And for the Mules, Poplar Bluff getting a big win here this afternoon. So I've got Brent Bell coming up. It looks like I've got Brock Campbell as well. And Clayton Schock is all coming up here. So what we'll do, as soon as getting a message also from our pitching coach, we may get him on as well. All right, so Clayton Schock, get over here, my man. We'll get you on first and foremost. We'll have you staying right here. Have you hold this if you don't mind. There we go. All right, so let's bring in Clayton Schock here. And I'll tell you what, first and foremost, I'll have you step over here next to me, get you in the camera shot. Talk about this big win. You guys in Cape Central, tie ball game 3-3, and then bottom of the 6th inning. Walk us through how big those 2 runs ended up being.
You know, I got into a 2-strike count, had to battle up and got a little bloop single, then scored on a pass ball, and those runs won us the game. I mean, we hammer.
We exactly hammer indeed. Now back the first time that we took on Cape, we actually committed 4 errors in the ball game. They committed 2 errors. So what was the coaching like to begin with, especially when it comes to the error situation?
We definitely talked about the errors. Definitely had to cut that down a little bit, and definitely needed to hit the ball a little bit more.
And you guys did just that indeed, 9 hits overall. So tell me, when it was a 3-3, how tight was it in the dugout? Because you guys still came out and did your thing there in that 6th.
It was a very close game. It was tense. I mean, we were tight. I mean, we were.
I'm going to bring in Coach Casey Beast as well. And, Coach, I was just talking to him. When it was 3-3 in that 6th inning, what was the mindset like with you coaches? Because they come out in the 6th inning and got 2 big runs.
Well, you know, it's a good team. You're not going to hold them down forever. And, you know, they scratched and clawed and got some help there out of the bottom of their lineup. Put a couple on us, but the thing we talked about even after the game was we came right back out there and just put it on them.
We really did, and I tell you what, Schock, so as you guys now have beaten Cape twice. We've got a couple of more games left in the regular season. What are some things that you guys want to clean up before we get in the districts?
I feel like we definitely got to hit the ball a little more consistently and clean up our errors for sure.
Absolutely. Well, Clayton, thank you so much for coming up here and talking to us, my man. Congratulations. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
You betcha. Clayton Schock here, and Brock. We'll get Brock Campbell over here. Before we start talking to him, I'm going to cut his mic for just a second, Coach. How big was he today? He stepped up in a big way.
He doesn't know, but I was bragging on him before the game, and he did exactly what I said he would do. When he is on and locates, he he kept them off balance and was getting mishits, weak hits, and did exactly what we asked him to do, located really well. You know, by the time they'd seen him a few times, that's baseball. You know, they're at the end. But
they made their adjustments.
That's right. And he pitched a heck of a game. That's why he's got that silly hat on.
That's right. 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, and he walked 3, struck out 2. So tell me, when you found out you were going to get the bump here today, you were on the bump. What was going through your mind?
I knew since this was a district opponent and is in a very important game for our regular season, I had to come out here and pitch my best. And I feel like I came out here and pitched good through at least the first 3.
I would say for the first 5.
For the first 5. The last few, I had a bit of command issues, I'll admit.
No, but I mean, obviously you come out here and Cape wasn't ready for you. They didn't scout you very well because they were not getting hard hits. And one of their biggest players in Jathan Spain, you guys went right after him.
Yeah. I feel like yeah. Sorry.
No, I get it.
I mean,
Casey, I'll bring you back in here as well. I mean, obviously, their best hitter, once again, he did get on base once, and then the intentional walk, I mean, taking the bat out of his hands, and that's the way you play baseball.
That's right. Said that going into the game. Myself and the other coaches, we talked about it. We're not going to let that guy beat us. And, you know, sometimes that'll backfire on you, but you know, he can hit the mess out of the ball.
He really can. So, Brock, what do you want to tell the Mules fans right now? Because we had a ton watching today, and you guys beating Cape one more time.
Thank you all for coming out here. It really means a lot to us for, see you all come out and watch our games and support us. And we hammer.
Hammer, amps, that's what I'm talking about. Brent Bell, before we start talking to him, what about that catch over the shoulder there in center field? Maybe the best catch I've seen all season long.
That was huge.
That was big.
That was the timing. You know, when I saw it off the bat, I thought, oh, that could be trouble. And he tracked it down and made a heck of a catch.
So walk us through, when the ball was hit, the deep center field, you were going back. Did you know you were going to make a play on it from the very get-go?
Well, from the very get-go, I knew that it was going to be a close play. I knew I could get there. I didn't know if I could get the right angle to get to the ball or get the ball. I was playing in left because I thought he was going to pull it off of Drew. And when I saw it hit dead center, then I was like, I got to get on my horse and get to that ball.
Now, be honest with me, because if you don't, he'll let me know about it. You got those moves from your dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So this was a big win for you guys. You guys battled back. You guys left 9 guys on base, but it wouldn't faze you guys whatsoever.
Yeah, we knew that after they tied it up in the top of the 6th that we knew where we were at in our lineup, and we knew we had everything going for us, and we were going to come back and probably put up a crooked number there and get the lead back.
I'll tell you what, Coach Beast, I was talking about Coach Patillo earlier, and I believe he was watching this game. He was taking notes. What are some notes you think he came away from this?
We love him to death, and he knows that. And, you know, we us coaches and these players, we're just a big family. And that's what a team is. That is how you do things. That's how you end up going out and competing for that district championship, is you've got to be a family.
We left 9 on base. Obviously, I would assume that number for you coaches, you guys want that to be a lot lower.
Yeah, we had bases loaded and nobody out and got nothing out of it. I mean, that can't happen. You know, we've got to do something as coaches to put these guys in a better position. So that'll be on us to figure out.
Next game is on Saturday right here. It's hard to believe that our home games are winding down. So Brent will talk to you, our center fielder. What do you want to see cleaned up by Saturday as East Carter comes to town?
I want us to be able to basically get in those runs that we leave on base, especially when we were playing that Jackson game. We were just getting hits with 2 outs, and by then it's hard to put anything together. We need to attack early and score runs early.
And before you leave, we want a hammer coming up on Saturday, right?
Hammer, yeah.
Hammer, that's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Go enjoy the win. And, Coach, I'll tell you what, these kids, man, they are so fun to interview. They've got a lot of passion, obviously, and they knew coming in that this ball game, it was going to be huge, and they delivered more ways than one.
Well, we talked about it before the game. I said the focus, and that was it. They weren't too overamped. You can get overamped. They were not overamped, and they sure as heck weren't flat. But I could just see they were focused. They knew the job at hand. They knew how big this game was going to be. And, hey, they came out and they delivered.
You know who I don't want to leave out in all this? I can't leave out Tabanera getting hit not once but twice. He's a stud. And then the bottom of the lineup, once again, at Seagraves, Caudell, they got it done.
That's right. You know, Tab, he pitched his butt off against him last time.
He did.
He said, I think it's intentional. I said, it ain't intentional, Tab. I promise. It's not. But, hey, we'll take base runners any way we can.
I know that we were talking before we got started about maybe putting Tabanera in to close things out. Drew Cooper, what was it ultimately that made you guys go with Cooper as he comes in for 2 innings and gave up no runs?
Well, they hadn't seen Drew per se as much as they'd seen Tab. So, I think Drew was ready to go. He was ready to throw. Tab had pitched a long game that last
one
out.
Did.
So we can give him another day's rest and let him have Friday off and come back here Saturday and we will probably see him.
Now go ahead and talk about Saturday while you brought that up. Saturday, as of right now, it is our final home game of this season. First off, that don't even sound right, but it is. Number two, it's another opportunity for our Mules to go against another team that's just outside the top 10 in Class 2. Yeah. It's not going to be an easy win.
No.
They've got somebody who can absolutely light it up on the mound. I'm assuming we're going to see him on Saturday more than likely. So how big will this be for your Mules to come out here and to get that confidence at an all-time high?
Well, if they throw Brady at us, then we got a tall order. There's no doubt about it. He's getting he's getting looks from MLB guys. So,
he really is.
Yeah, he's
already committed to Wichita State.
That's right. He's the real deal. So, even a smaller school, when they got a guy, it's going to be, you're going to have to manufacture and you're going to have to take advantage of any mistakes they make.
But if one team can do that, I believe our Mules will be ready for it.
That's right. We'll be ready.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. Go enjoy the win. We'll see you on Saturday.
Appreciate you, Frankie.
You betcha. Coach Casey Beast joining us live, and that's going to end our broadcast. I'll tell you what, this team, 18 wins on the season. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. I hope you've enjoyed seeing it and hearing it live. All right, so our next ball game is coming up on Saturday. And Saturday, we will have it for you coming up beginning at 11 a.m. That means our pregame is going to begin right about 10:30 or so. All depends on exactly, I think our pregame will begin at around 10:30, and that means our first pitch is coming your way at 11 o'clock, so it should be a good time. So make sure and tune in for the next edition of Mules Baseball as the Mules will take on the Redbirds out of East Carter. Before we say so long here tonight, let's go ahead one more time and thank our sponsors of First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Costello's, also Hefner's Furniture and Appliance, and being brought to you by Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, Heartland Express, The Manor, Pizza Inn, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, American Family Insurance Agent Gerald Zerwanka, Wolf Creek Power Sports, and being brought to you by Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Oakdale Care Center, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, Maverick Glass, Big Whiskeys, Baldwin Chevrolet, Kent Colton Shelter Insurance, and Ozark Total Health Care. Thank you again to all of our players of the game, Brock Campbell, also Brent Bell, for joining us here this evening for our huge broadcast, our players of the game. We appreciate those guys as much as anything. We appreciate them. We appreciate Coach Casey Beast, and we'll see you back here on Saturday when the Mules take on the Redbirds out of East Carter. You've been watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Stinson Press Mules Radio Network.
Head to Heartland Express in Poplar Bluff, where amazing service meets mouth-watering meals. Start your day with a full breakfast bar made fresh every morning. Then come back for lunch and dinner specials that'll keep your taste buds cheering and your wallet smiling. Craving something late? Try our new cook-to-order menu from 2 p.m. to 5 a.m. That's right, Heartland Express is open 24/7, serving up hometown flavor around the clock. From hearty breakfast to satisfying lunches, come see why locals love it. Find them on Facebook at Heartland Express Market and make your next meal a